Not right now. 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me.
What? No, I don't know.
How do I know you're listening? Can you show me how you're listening?
Eyes are watching, ears are listening, voices off, bodies calm.
Okay, so that means our bodies are calm, Kinsley, our voices are off, Terrell, our eyes are on me. So we are going to read this super silly book today. But first, Natalia, we are going to make a team poster. Does anyone remember how we have the team posters for breakfast and for voice levels? We're going to make one for how to share what we're thinking, for how to talk in a whole group. So right now we're as a whole class. So here's my marker. It is. So this is, we're going to call it whole group work. Okay? So, so I'll write at the top of this, whole group work. It could be whole class work, but I'm going to call it a group. I'll call us a group, okay? And then we need the team part. So, raise your hand and, Jason, tell me what team starts with T. 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 E. A. Team. Raise your hand. Team. Who? Madison Hughes? Well, team, I'm wondering what letter team ends with. Kinsley? What letter? Shut up, please, so I know you're listening. Team. What letter ends? It's T-E-A. M. So the T stands for talk. What voice level should we be when we are sharing with the whole class? So not when we're sitting listening to me, so like what should my voice level be right now when I'm talking to the whole class? I'm looking for a hand. Nyla, what should my voice level be right now? Right now, mine, not yours, mine.
Level 4.
Oh, you think I'm yelling? What about, let's look over there. A presentation voice. If I'm presenting to a whole class. 3. I should be on voice level 3. So right now, Madison Hughes, when she was sharing, she should be on voice level 3, right? And Nyla, when you were talking, you should have been on voice level 3. So we'll write that. Voice level 3. Great. Now, the E is for effort. What should you be doing before you get calls on? What should you be doing? What are your ideas, Amari? Amari, what are your ideas? What should you be doing before I call on you? This is a good example. Maybe you should be thinking about what we're going to say. Thumbs up if you should be thinking about what you're going to say. So I'll write here, Isaiah. Thinking about what I want to say. Should I be listening to the others around me? Thumbs up. Yes, I should be listening to the person talking. So I'm talking right now, so should you be listening to me? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Thumbs up. So, being an active listener, you are listening to the person talking. A is for ask. How should I ask my question or say my statement? Asaya? Yeah! Silent celebration. since you got it, you should raise your hand. I am so glad you remembered that one, Isaiah. That's one of the most important ones. So raise hand. Raise hand. What else? When you raise your hand, should I just go, okay, I'm going to talk? Or do I raise it? And what do I do while I'm raising it? Michaela.
You raise it. Well, you raise it slowly. You raise it yet. You don't side out.
Natalia, voice on.
So,
You raise it slowly, okay. Do I shout out the second I raise my hand, or do I do something? Nasir, when I raise my hand, what do I do? Do I shout out? Do I wait until I'm called on? I wait? So I wait till I'm called on?
yep.
Wait until called on. Okay, the M stands for movement and how I should be moving when I'm talking to the whole group. So I want everyone to find your partner that you're sitting next to. Nope, the partner you normally talk to. Nope, you'll whisper to me, okay? And whisper to your partner how you should be moving. All right, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. You want to tell me what do you think we should be doing? Jarrell, have a seat. This part's over. So how should we be moving, Desiree? How should we be moving on the whole group work on the carpet? Still, so no moving? Thumbs up if your group also talked about no moving. Leela, Cameron. What did your group talk about, Cameron? What did your group talk about, Cameron? When it comes to moving on the carpet. All right, Kensley, go back to your seat. You can watch from your chair right there because you are having trouble not talking to your neighbors. Walk back to your seat. So today we're going to read the story called The Dancing Clock. So when we read this story and I ask a question, what should we do when I ask a question? Basin, what should you do?
Raise your hand.
If you have the answer though, right? Not if you don't have the answer. If you don't have the answer, should you sit and think?
Yeah.
Yep, and try and come up with the answer. And when you come up with the answer, then you can raise your hand. So when I call on you, next question, when I call on you for having your hand raised, what voice level should you be at? I'm looking for a hand. Kamaya? When you're talking to the whole class,
No.
what voice level should you be at?
3.
I was asking Kamaya. Jamel, come back to the carpet. Thank you for showing me that you can sit quietly and that you're ready to learn. So scoot up, okay? So we're going to learn about some important things today, and I think Miss Gibson mentioned them yesterday. And they are setting and characters. Do we have any ideas what the setting is? What's the setting? Desiree, you know what the setting is? What's the setting? Face and eyes on me. Would you like some help from a friend? Jamil, you just got to come back. You're interrupting Desiree. So the setting is what, Desiree? What's the setting of a story? Isaiah?
Like they said, pictures in the phone and then they word around them for the people to read.
Okay. What are our other ideas, Amari H? Okay. Who are the characters? What is a character? Jason, voice off. What is a character, Kamaya?
It's the person that acts the movie.
The person who's featured in the book or a movie? Okay. What are some other ideas of characters? Based in, eyes on me. Jamil?
Characters be in the book.
They are in the book? Okay. Let's start. So I'm looking for a hand. What part of the book is the title on? What? Latasha? The front cover? It's the dancing clock. Latasha's right. It's on the front cover. Now before I start, I want to remind children on the carpet that they should be sitting crisscrossed applesauce, eyes on me, and ready hands. Natalia, voice off. Ready hands. Nyla, show me you're listening by keeping your voice off. Are you ready? It's so silly. The dancing clock. In New York City stands Central Park Zoo with all kinds of animals and visitors too. And right by its entrance each day people flock to gaze at a beautiful magical clock. Dre. At every hour, yes, right on the dot, no matter whether it's wintry or hot, two monkeys ring a shiny brass bell, animals spin, the sound chimes swell. Jamil, I'm talking and you're talking. Children can't focus when you're talking. Show me you're listening, keep your voice off and your eyes on me. So where is this story? That's Muse? You don't. At the zoo? Thumb on your head if you've been to a zoo before. I've been to a zoo. Oh, thumb on your head. The hippo starts playing his fiddle with bow. The goat holds her panpipe. She's ready to blow. The elephant squeeze box goes out and then in. And that bear's tambourine a marvelous din. The kangaroos play with such wonderful flair. It's Mommy and Joey, that musical pair. That penguin is banging his drum very loud, and gathered below a mighty big crowd. So the first 2 pages we got introduced to the setting. The setting, Jamil, is where the story takes place. Nazir, scoot over and Jamil, scoot up into your spot since you thought it was okay to trade spots. But so where the story takes place. Where is this story happening? Where is this story happening, Dina?
At the zoo.
At the zoo. So what's our setting? If the setting is where the story is happening, what is the setting? Jamil?
At the zoo.
The zoo. The setting of this story is the zoo. Based in? Eyes on me, Jure. Come to the carpet. I think you're having trouble sitting next to it here. Come to the carpet. Come to your carpet spot. Thank you. You have a question? What's your question? Yep, go ahead. On a rock there sat Milo, a snow monkey who enjoyed a stupendous, spectacular view. He watched as the animals danced all around, while listening to all of those musical sounds. I love how they sound, he said with a grin. I love how they dance. I want to join in. You see Milo? Milo is one of the monkeys. Right here. And he wants to dance with the magical clock. Come on, called out Betsy. Let's play on our swing. Back and forth, back and forth. It's the very best thing. Isn't it is not polite to spit on others. Sit in ready position, eyes on me. Aside, sit ready position and don't let him bug you. No, no, answered Milo. I really mean no. I just want to look at my clock. Now please go. For 22 days, Milo's friends really tried. He won't leave that spot. It's no use, Leon sighed. Let's go, fellow monkeys, Zach cried out to Gus. He must love that silly old clock more than us. Thumbs up if you think Milo likes the clock more than his friends, or thumbs down if you think he doesn't. Let's make a prediction. Thumbs up. You think he likes the clock more?
Yeah. Yeah.
It actually happened the very next day. The zookeeper checked to see all was okay. As Milo was dreaming again of his clock, he glanced at the door and then noticed no lock. He shot up a ladder and into a room with buckets and mops, a sink and a broom. Out through a window he scampered and scurried. Onto a tree branch he hastily hurried. That Milo, brave monkey, he gathered his will, and he jumped. Who is the character on this page? Who is the character on this page, Isaiah? Isaiah? Who is the character on this page?
The zookeeper.
He has a name. The monkey has a name that's been said multiple times. Who remembers the monkey's name? Mariby? Milo. So is Milo a character in this story?
Yes.
And he landed upon a bright hill. This hill is a bell, he exclaimed. Yes, it's true. I'm here on my clock. Down there is the zoo. He looked all around, and just about then, the ringing began. The clock had struck 10. They're moving, he shouted. Now here's my chance. I'm going to join the musicians and dance. So this is a place in the zoo. What would we call this place in the zoo?
A zoo.
This place in the zoo.
A zoo.
Desiree? Maybe, is this the magic clock?
Yeah.
Is this another part, is this a part of the setting?
No. Yes.
Who shouted out yes? No, it's okay, it's okay. I want to know why you think so. Why do you think so, Desiree? Because it's part of the zoo and it's part of where the story takes place. Erase it up, please. The people below didn't see him at all, except for a girl with a hat and a ball. She pointed and said, "There's a real monkey here." Then everyone saw him and started to cheer. He jumped on the hippo. He bounced on the bear, spinning and gliding like floating on air. He banged on the drum, and when he was through, happily danced with each kangaroo. Do you have a question, Talia? Quickly and quietly. He waved and he bowed. The crowd yelled, "Hooray!" The music had ended. He wished he could stay. But now I feel hungry, he suddenly thought. What kind of food has the zookeeper brought? He started to leave, but received a quiet shock. He saw that his gate was now shut with a lock. Can he get back in?
No. He can jump over the gate thing.
Do you have an idea of something he could do?
Yeah.
Raise your hand and tell the class. Kay Michelle, what's an idea of something he could do?
He can jump over the little gate that monkeys can climb.
So Kay Michelle knows monkeys can climb, and she thinks that he's gonna climb over the fence. Let's see. Let's see, Mason. Trace it up.
He rode on the carpet.
He looked at the monkeys from up on the bell, all having a really great time, he could tell, laughing and eating and swinging from trees. I want to go home, but I don't have the keys. He loved his fine clock, whether dancing or still, but now there were clouds and the air had a chill. He hugged the musicians, he gave each a try. Their bodies were cold. He was ready to cry. He was hungry. Then Milo saw someone coming his way. It was the zookeeper, carrying hay. Grabbing a nut, he knew not to chew it. He took careful aim, wound up, and he threw it. Raise your hand and make a prediction. Tell me what you think's going to happen.
Oh no. The door you don't bust open.
Now, what do you think's going to happen?
I think they keep the bug holding the monkey's tail because he can jump it too. He don't get at the tail.
Okay. She quickly looked up, her eyes open wide. Why, Milo, you rascal, how'd you get outside? Come down, silly monkey, please don't be shy. I'll take you right home, my brave little guy. The zookeeper opened the lock with her keys. She let Milo in, and what did he see?
Mama!
So who is another character besides Milo on this page, so in this story?
The
Mason?
zookeeper.
The zookeeper. So now we have two characters. We remember their names, right? What's the first one? Hands up if you have an answer. Anthony, what's the first character we talked about? You don't remember? We'll get some help. Latasha.
Milo.
And who is the second character we just met? Asaya? Raise your hand if you have something to share. The zookeeper.
I said that.
Yelling and jumping and screeching and shouting, hugging and climbing and running abouting. I've missed you, said Milo. I just won't pretend. A clock can be special, but not like a friend. So what, did he end up liking the clock or did he miss his friends?
He missed his friend.
He missed his friends.
I wish that could be in the book.
So can you remind me what I'm supposed to do when I want to answer a question?
Raise your hand.
Oh, raise your hand and tell the class that. I'm asking questions. Bina, what are you supposed to do to answer a question or to share something? And the teacher can see you and then she'll call on you. What voice level should you share with Madison Hughes? Voice level 3. Now let's talk about the setting and the characters again. What was the setting of the dancing clock? What was the setting, Latasha, where the story took place? The zoo. What was another place the story took place? Asaya and Terrell. Jason, what was another place where the story took place? Do you need help? Who else remembers, Desiree? Oh, Nyla remembers? Where else did the story take place? At the zoo, but there was one other big place. It's on the cover of this book.
The zookeeper. The clock.
Raise your hand if you have something to share, Michelle. You don't know what to call it? What would you call it, Madison Hughes?
Clock tower.
The clock tower. So the zoo and the clock tower. What about the characters? Remind me of the characters. Who remembers? Amari B.
Milo.
I asked Amari B. K. Michelle. Jorge, do you remember the other character? Maya does. What was the other character?
The zookeeper.
The zookeeper Matt. Let's write this stuff down so we can remember. Let's make another chart.
Yeah.
So hold on, I'll hang this one up so in case we forget. Let's put it here for now.
Oh.
Okay, so let's see. Let's make. So what was the title of the story again? Let's put the title at the top.
The clock tower.
The dancing clock. That was close. So the dancing
clock. Clock. I'm scared now.
clock.
I just break my back. Ouch. Get out of me.
All right. So now, 1, 2, 3, all eyes on me. We're almost done. Then we're gonna go back to our seat, and you're gonna get to draw. So I just need a couple more seconds, okay? So we're gonna make a chart. One side is gonna say characters, and the other one's gonna say setting. So who can remind me of what we just said? What someone just told me? What's a main character? A main character, Jamail. Thinking about one of the main characters. Jason? Milo. So I'm going to write M-I-L-O. Milo. What about another character? What's another character in the story, Manihil? Shh, I said Manihil. Besides Milo, who's another character in this story?
The zookeeper.
I asked Manihil.
Yeah.
Manihil, what was another character in this story? The zookeeper. So I'm going to write zookeeper. Have a seat, Isaiah. Sit up so I know you're listening. So what about where the story took place, the setting? Where did the story take place? Amari H. and Kyrie, eyes on me. Where did the story take place? Latasha?
Keep bothering me.
At the zoo.
At the zoo.
What about one other place? Jason? to tell you voice off. Voice is off, so I know you're listening. Voice is off. Madison Hughes, what was another place? The clock tower.
The singing clock tower. I said that.
All right, 1, 2, 3. All eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Clap once if you can hear me. Clap 3 times if you can. I said 3 times. All right. So now you're going to do something for me, Desiree. Asaya. I should not hear hands moving. Basin. I should not hear hands moving. I'm not going to repeat the directions after this time right now, so listen carefully. It says draw a main character in the setting of the story. So you're going to draw a picture, Nazir, of one of the characters in the setting of the story. So you can draw Milo, or the zookeeper at the zoo, or the clock tower. I'll take a question at the end. I'll take a question at the end. Nazir, tell me what you're going to do. You don't know because you weren't listening. So everyone turn their listening ears on and I'll say them one more time, okay? They're not on because you were listening to Nazir. No, you're not making a fish. Was the story about a fish? No. So you are going to draw a main character, Milo or the zookeeper, in the setting. So the zoo or the clock tower. And I'm going to come around and you're going to tell me about your drawings, okay? Thumbs up if you know what you're doing. Asaya. All right, Dre, what are you doing? What are you doing, Dre? Excuse me, Dre is talking. Voice is off. I can't hear you. But you were only supposed to put a thumbs up if you knew what you were supposed to do. So what are you supposed to do? The character in the setting. And I'm going to turn this around. So Desiree, so you can know how to spell Milo, zookeeper, zoo, and clock tower. And that way, Michelle. And that way you can label your drawing. You can label who's in your drawing. I'm looking for children sitting quietly in ready position to go start working. What's the first thing we do when we get this though?
Right.
Jamel's not ready. He's still talking. I don't know what his deal is today. He just can't stop talking. We should be working on this at a level. I'm going to go level 0 voice today. Maybe if we can do level 0 really well, we'll switch to a level 1. Mason, go back to your own seat. Yep, go back to your own seat. Yep, scoot over to him. Who's talking? Show me you're ready. Here you go, Jorge. Thank you for answering your questions back here. Mason, you were listening to Mason. Voices are off. Try again to show me you're ready. You're not loving this if you're coming out of others. Michaela, why aren't you sitting down? Ready? Ready position? I shouldn't hear any voices. You're welcome. I should not hear any voices.